What's up, guys? Wolf Productions here, and welcome to my kill count on South Park Season 2. South Park Season 2 is more of the same as the first season. It's got the same type of humor, same animation style, and same jokes. I really enjoyed the first season of South Park, so more of the same is nice. But will this season have more kills than the first? Let's find out. The season begins right where the last season ended, with Mephisto getting ready to reveal who Eric Cartman's father is.
Now finally, the shocking truth about Cartman's lineage will not be seen tonight so that we can bring you the following special presentation.
You'd be surprised how many people were pissed about this. To this day, this is still one of the most hated episodes of the show. So the rest of the episode is just a Terrence and Philip special where Terrence is trying to save his daughter. Also, Saddam Hussein is trying to take over Canada. Luckily, the Canadians lure Saddam and his guards to this stadium, and they gas Saddam and his two guards out. In the next episode, which actually starts where the last season left off, Dr. Mephisto is about to reveal who Cartman's father is. When suddenly he gets shot, but he doesn't go on the count since he's still breathing. So Chef and the boys take him to the hospital. At the hospital, we see this guy's head fall off during a surgery. Also, Kenny dies while trying to get the power back on. While this is happening, Jimbo, the mayor, Bar Brady, Mr. Garrison, and some actors are snowed in a building. Since there's no food, they resort to cannibalism and eat Eric Roberts. I assume that they ate the four other actors slash producers since only Jimbo, the mayor, Bar Brady, Mr. Garrison, and two others make it out. Dr. Mephisto gets better and reveals the answer to the question we've all been waiting for.
The father is Mrs. Cartman.
It turns out Cartman's mom is a hermaphrodite, meaning she is both male and female, I think. Well, that solves that, I guess. In the next episode, Ike is having a bris, which is a Jewish tradition if you don't know. The boys think that Kyle's parents are going to cut off Ike's, so they send him on a train to Nebraska. Kyle makes a fake Ike and a dog gets a hold of it and causes a car crash where the dog and the guy in the truck die. Kyle's parents think that Ike's dead though, and they have a funeral for him. During this funeral, we learn that Ike is adopted. Also, Kenny falls into a grave and dies. In the next episode, someone, let's just say loves chickens too much. After learning how to read, Officer Barbary catches the chicken lover and beats him to death. Also, Kenny gets crushed by a tree during the credits. In the next episode, the kids of South Park go to the finals of a big dodgeball tournament and play against China. China is no joke when it comes to dodgeball. They end up killing Kenny with just a dodgeball somehow. Pip single-handedly takes out the whole Chinese team. And in the next episode, the boys have to write a report on Vietnam. Stan goes to his uncle Jimbo since he was in Vietnam. Jimbo and Ned actually have their own TV show now called Huntin' and Killin'. And on the show, we see them burn 5 deer to death. Jimbo tells the boys about Vietnam, and we get to see a flashback of them in Vietnam, where they kill 75 people. I know at the end of the episode, Jimbo says that he made this all up, but in the South Park universe, imaginary things are real, so I'll still count them. The boys think that Jimbo is making this up, so they get him back by sending in fake videos of the Mexican staring frog. Jimbo finds out they sent in the videos and they go on the show Jesus and Pals, where Kenny gets ripped in half. Just so you guys know, I won't be counting Jesus' producer. Even though she literally goes to hell, we don't see her die, so I won't count her. In the next episode, the kids get stuck on a bus on the edge of a cliff, and Miss Crabtree decides to just leave the kids on the bus. What a moron.
What did you say?
I said, what a moron, I guess. While the kids are on the bus, they talk about past events. Awesome, one of these episodes. It does make sense, though, because they can't get out of the bus because of a big scary monster that kills a kid and later kills Kenny. By the way, I won't be counting these flashback deaths just because I don't feel like it. I don't care that this was all just a dream. It's my video, I can do what I want. Don't like it, find another kill count. In the next episode, it's summertime and fireworks are illegal in Colorado now. This sucks since the boys have been playing with fireworks their whole lives. Since fireworks are illegal, the mayor decided to light up a giant snake for 4th of July. While they light up the snake, it goes out of control and kills Kenny and 5 Mormons, and Mr. Garrison's psychiatrist. According to this reporter, the death toll is 3,000, so I'll count 2,993 people. I'll just assume that Kenny, the Mormons, and the psychiatrist are a part of that 3,000. The episode ends with Jimbo blowing up the snake with fireworks. Awesome. In the next episode, South Park is having a film festival, which causes a bunch of people to come to the town. After one of these movies, Kenny gets trampled by a bunch of people.
Oh my god! I found a penny! You bastard!
The film festival isn't really good for Mr. Hanky since so many people coming to the town is causing him to get sick. Mr. Hanky tries to get to the surface, but he dries out. I won't count this as a death since at the hospital his heart monitor is still beeping. Chef gives him one of his salty balls and that heals Mr. Hanky. Mr. Hanky tries to get the people to leave by simply talking to them, which doesn't work, so he does some magic which actually works.
Oh yeah, now all we have is a town covered in shit. This is much better.
In the next episode, the boys' parents tried to get the boys to get chicken pox since, according to the doctor, it's better to get it when you're young, I guess. The only death in this episode is Kenny, who dies from the chicken pox. Or laughter, I can't really tell. In the next episode, the kids go to a planetarium, and the people at the planetarium are mind controlling the kids so they keep coming back to the planetarium. Stan and Kyle start to suspect something's up, so they mess with the planetarium's controls, and Kenny freaking explodes. In the next episode, Stan and Kyle decide to make their own clubhouse. Cartman and Kenny aren't allowed at their clubhouse, so they make their own, and they end up getting a bunch of teenagers to party, and they trample Kenny. In the next episode, South Park is celebrating Cow Days. During this, the kids have Cartman ride a bull so they can get the money. During the bull ride, the bull breaks out and kills Kenny. Cartman still wins though, if you're wondering. There's also this side plot where a bunch of cows steal this cow statue, and it ends with all 24 of the cows offing themselves. I should also mention that this couple from out of town gets arrested, and the whole town pretty much forgets about them, and they die in prison. In the next episode, one of Chef's old songs is stolen by a big record company, but with the help of a bunch of other celebrities, Chef ends up getting the rights to the song. And the only death in this episode is Kenny, who gets his head bitten off by Ozzy Osbourne. The next episode is Halloween special, which means a bunch of kills. The first kill is this tiny xenomorph looking thing that gets ran over by the school bus. Stan gets a pet goldfish that he suspects is evil. And it actually is evil because it ends up killing 2 random people, his Aunt Flo and Kenny. Stan returns the fish, but then evil versions of Kyle and Stan come out of this portal and break all the evil pets out of the shop. The evil pets end up killing 12 random people. In the next episode, the boys go to Cartman's grandma's house, and while they're there, Cartman's Uncle Howard and Charlie Manson break out of prison and hide in the basement. The only kill in this episode is Kenny, who gets killed by the police. In the next episode, the boys have to write a report on current events in South Park, but instead of writing it themselves, Tweek's dad decides to write it for them. The only kill in this episode is once again Kenny, who accidentally gets crushed by the Underpants gnomes. Don't ask. In the final episode, the boys find a man frozen in ice. And this episode once again has only one kill, and guess who it is? It's Kenny, who gets caught in a conveyor belt. How many deaths were in South Park Season 2? Let's find out and get to the numbers. There were 3,154 deaths in South Park Season 2, a hell of a lot more than the first season. The victims were 3,105 humans, 30 animals, 18 Kennys, and 1 alien. The episode with the most deaths was Summer Sucks, which had 3,001 deaths. And the episode with the least kills were Conjoined Fetus Lady, Chef Salty Balls, Roger Elbert Should Lay Off Fatty Foods, Clubhouses, Chef Aid, Merry Christmas Charlie Manson, Gnomes, and Prehistoric Iceman. That, Summer Sucks episode is really carrying this kill count. With there being 18 episodes, that means there would be 175.22 deaths per episode. The best kill will go to Kenny in the planetarium episode. His head frickin' explodes. What else can I say? The worst kill will go to Kenny in the bus episode, since we don't really see him die at all. And that's it. South Park Season 2 was aired in 1998, and South Park would go to the big screen a year later. I'll have to cover that sometime in the future. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.